Hello everybody, so today we're going to review Harry's Holster's Singleton inside the waistband holster. So Harry's has been a favorite holster maker of mine for quite some time now. I had, still have one of his original holsters that that's back even when he printed Harry's holster on the holsters. I have two other holsters, that one and another. And he sent me this one and the Contender some months ago, and I was really trying to get this reviewed for 2020. It just never happened, but we're still in, I don't know when this is going to get published, but as of the time of recording, I'm still in January 2021, so close enough. So right off the tip, I should say that if this thing was light bearing, it'd be my favorite holster of this kind. So let's take it down to the table, get an up close look of it, and some of the accessories you can get with it to customize it for your liking. Alright, so here it is, the Harry's Holster Singleton. It comes in this kind of packaging in a bag. Tells you that it's a Singleton, if it will focus. Glock 19 Singleton, and real nice bag, nice packaging. And here is the holster. I'll talk about this in a minute. Here is the holster. Now this holster is Kydex. I couldn't find on the website where it said the thickness, but it appears to be 080. Kydex, the steel low profile clips is the one that came on mine. This will take foamy clips as well. It'll take different styles of claws, and check that out. It's got Velcro and different thicknesses of these wedges. I've been carrying it with the thick wedge on here since I got it. I may try to start using the thinner wedge just because I do have a bit of a gut and the wedge works really well, so it really pushes the gun into me. But if you notice, this has a pretty unique design, and that is that it's completely open here. Now I have shown holsters in the past that have been open here and didn't need a screw retention. Well, this takes a little bit different approach where it's open here and doesn't need screw retention, and it just clicks in. I mean, this has got to be one of the smoothest drawing holsters I've ever used. Seriously, it's how do I even say it? It adjusts its own retention, I guess. So having this like self-adjusting retention to where it's connected back here but open here is nice, because as we know, a Glock 19 fits holsters a little differently than what the 19X fits holsters, and even usable, and I did use this today for this, the Polymer 80, and the Polymer 80 really widens this out but still enables me to be able to use this to carry. So I don't have a whole lot of experience with this style of clip, but I can tell you a couple things about it. It is really concealable because it sits so flat, and they are really aggressive hooks. They're actually, it makes the holster actually somewhat difficult to take off. It doesn't slide around, it doesn't move around, it stays in one place. I've been carrying it in an appendix position, and I really like these clips. Now, when it comes to the claw, if you guys remember my Holster Month series, I talk about claws and where people tend to run claws far taller than what the clips are, and I don't like that. But you see here, Harry's claw is almost dead even with that clip, and it's nicely spaced away so you can still get your belt in and out of there. I think that is really smart planning, and if it was any closer, I'd just take the claw off. I wouldn't have a use for it. So I think that's really good. Now the workmanship is exactly what I would expect out of a Harry's holster. good lines, good form, good fitment, good sanding and smooth edges. By the way, this is an ambidextrous fit. You can take the claw, or you can take the hook and put it over here and change sides of the claw. When you get your Velcro, you can just Velcro on this side. It doesn't come like this. Now, speaking of this, you can see that there is some slots there. You can do, I think, up to a 20 or 30 degree. 20 degree cant with this if you want to wear it on the hip or 4 o'clock position. Now, my final thoughts are, here is my original Harry's holster. For back when this was made, which I think is 6 or 7 years ago at this point, 6 years ago I think at least, this was how a lot of holsters were getting made, and he was one of the early adopters of putting a bunch of different holes for different types of clips and stuff like that. At least in my experience he was, and really hit it out of the park with the form and fit of this holster. This is still one of my favorite holsters of this style. It fits and functions great. So when I do carry a gun without a light on it, especially G19, this is the one that I always grab for. Fast forward half a decade or more, and now we're dealing with this for Harry's, and I think for today's world of holsters, I think this is really cool. I think there's a lot of outside of the box thinking here, and Harry's hit another one out of the ballpark. So there you go, Harry's holster, Singleton. This is no longer available. It's mine. You can't have it. I will put a link to Harry's holsters for this in the description below. I hope you consider checking him out. He's a good guy. He's one of the few popular manufacturers of really anything, holsters, guns, or otherwise, that really keep in touch with the gun community on YouTube and even smaller channels. So I give him props for that, and as well as the creativity here, the function, and the quality of his holsters. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Check out Harry's holsters. Check out my Patreon and Subscribe Star, and we'll talk to you later.